here we are, day 3, final day of the cruise. You can see behind me Bimini. And I'm going to walk down toward the back here after the ship so you can show you out a little bit more. Unfortunately, we are pretty rough storms, pretty hard rain earlier. Probably shouldn't be up on this deck, but I see one of the officers walking around. We might be safe because there was a little bit of lightning, and I didn't get up and going. It's after 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so just wandering around and going to show you everything going on. And there's some action around the pool. There's games. They've moved things inside, stuff like that. So right now, you know, I'm just gonna get you to the back where I can show you what Bimini looks like. I have not been to Bimini. I don't know if I mentioned that at the beginning of the story, beginning of the cruise, of all the islands and all the places I've been on cruises. Bimini has not been one of them, and it looks like I don't get to step out there today. I may or may not venture the walk down, so I can get you guys some shots down at the beach, but we will have to see what that looks like right now. And I'm getting dumped rain on out here. But hey, the Insta360 is waterproof, and don't have to worry about that, so we can get it wet. So there we go. There's the pier. It always seems a lot longer in the videos that I have watched, the people that do it. There's not much to do on this island. It's about 7 miles long is my understanding, which for triathletes such as myself, that's what we call just a quick run. So I could run the island, but I've seen the pictures and everything of the roads. They don't look too conducive to proper running and safety. So I'm looking out. It's absolutely beautiful. The water is as blue as everybody says. It's gorgeous. I wish it wasn't raining and would clear up, because I probably would make that walk down in there and just see that beach that's down in the distance over there. But we'll see what happens. Either the next part of the video you'll see me out there, or it's going to be somewhere inside. So we will see. All right, so obviously I made it out. Not going to venture too far, actually. As I said in the last video, either you'll see me out here or you'd see me on board. I decided to venture just down to the base here. You can see how close you can get right to the ship, which is kind of cool. And they have the, right here behind me, there's the ship that, now that's a boat. When I said the other day, this is a ship, not a boat. This is a boat. This is, and I apologize, I forgot the name of it, but it comes over from Fort Lauderdale area and comes straight here, and people take it over, I understand, to enjoy themselves in Bimini, whether it be for a day or come and stay for a couple days at the Hilton. I have heard that it's actually quite steep in price. You're almost better off just getting a cruise and coming here visiting as a port of call. So, but thank goodness the camera is waterproof, so don't have those kind of worries. I am probably not going to go down much further than this little base camp. This is where they pick you up, and because you can walk all the way down the pier, or they'll pick you up here in the tram. All right, Bahamas, free Wi-Fi, nice. Cool view of the ship there. Not really, you know, when you watch the videos, such as this, everything seems farther away. This pier seems shorter. The Hilton seems so far away in all the videos I saw, but it's actually not too far there. I'm hearing some thunder right now. I don't know if you can catch that on the sound here. That's not good. So probably better to head back in a moment, but I'm gonna go get some shots. Okay, so I got the sun in my face. I don't have my sunglasses out here with me because, like I said earlier in Bimini, how bad it was weather-wise, that probably by the time we left, it was going to be sunny out. Here you go. No rain. Would have been a perfect day like this. Unfortunately, didn't get to see Bimini this time. It is in the background behind me right here. But I wanted to come on, and I shot some stuff as we were sailing away, and you know, it was just really nice to see that. Nice to have the sun out like that. So we'll see what tonight holds, what kind of plans, what I'm up to, what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I have some things in the schedule that I want to see. There's a comedy magician, 7 and 9. I'm probably gonna go to the 7 o'clock and go see that. Hopefully he's a lot better than that comedian last night. And then I'm just gonna probably wander the ship, and I may go have a glass of wine right now. I don't know. We're sailed away. I kind of missed my opportunity to have a little champagne at sail away, but oh well, we'll see how the rest of the night goes. Look forward to kind of finishing this up and giving you some final thoughts sometime tonight, or maybe even tomorrow when I get back home. I don't know how that's going to go, but we'll see how it plays out. Hope you're enjoying the video. Alright, so I'm live at the show that I told you I would make it to the comedian magician tonight, and I'm going to flip it around, actually see it that way. I know you can kind of move the camera and everything, but I thought it'd be more fun for me to see that angle right now. So turning it back, he is Kyle Martlett. He's been on America's Got Talent, Penn & Teller's Fool Us, Netflix, RuPaul's Drag Race. I have never seen the guy. Hopefully he is better than last night's comedian. We will see. I will let you know how it goes after. Obviously no filming during the show, but I will tell you what I think and my opinion in case you're ever on board and have the opportunity to see him and he's on board, whether you should skip that show or go to it. Like I said last night, skip that comedian. But we will see how Kyle Martlett plays out. Looking forward to it.
I'm a magician performing here on the Celebrity Reflection cruise ship, and say hello to all my new friends. Right?
Okay, just finished an amazing comedy magic show. It was really good. I do have a piece that you will see, or you saw in the video before this. He actually said that we could film in there. So when I started in the beginning saying you probably won't see anything from in there, he said, no, by all means, anybody who wants to film or take pictures and everything, that is great, which was amazing because he was a great show, a great entertainer. And right now I am walking down, again, what I was talking about yesterday, the promenade, call it that, just to show you a little bit of what's going on with the sunset at this point. And we are just literally sitting, like the captain had said earlier in the day, that we would be sitting, not moving, and it seems like the engines are not running. I know we got to be going somewhere, at least a little bit, but if you look out there, it's crazy. There's like no movement, and it's really a factor that because we're 50 miles, from, probably 40 now, but 50 miles from Bimini to Fort Lauderdale. I think I would say right now, guesstimate, maybe we're 40 miles. Maybe we came 10 miles off of Bimini, and we're just sitting here. We don't have to be back in Fort Lauderdale till 6 in the morning, pulling up port side, probably 7 we'll be docked and ready to get everybody off. But when you have that kind of distance, even at sea, you just can kind of sit and relax and enjoy yourself, and I'm sure that's what the captain's doing up in the bridge right now. Just got us sitting off the coast between Bimini and Florida, doing nothing but floating. So when I get down to this end right here, you're going to be able to see that a little bit better again. As I was talking about yesterday, the promenade here, you don't get as many great views as some of the other ships and classes of ships and stuff. So right here is one of them. So I just sat down for dinner. I'm eating in the Ocean View Cafe tonight, looking out at a massive cargo ship. Maybe coming from China, maybe not, who knows. But look at this amazing meal tonight. This is like my vegan heaven. I'm sorry I got so much food right now for you guys to see, and being like a disgusting pig basically eating this, but I am absolutely starving. And this is some of the best vegan food of the trip. So let me eat that, and maybe I'll share it with you in a sped up video just so you can see. So that was absolutely amazing. I had a vegan cream spinach. So what was on here on my plate? I showed you early on, but I was so hungry I just got at it. As you can see, my sped up version of me eating. That took a while. I'm full. But what it had was the cream spinach, vegan cream spinach, olive tapenade, hummus, a sun-dried tomato hummus, and the baguette. Instead of doing it with a pita, I love sometimes just doing it with baguette. I've still got a little bit left. I'm probably going to eat a little bit more, to be honest with you. I had the rice. It was the cumin rice with the tofu. There was this like sweet and sour tofu they had the other night that was really good, and I was hoping they'd make it again. Well, they did. That's what I had on there tonight. So that was on that part. And they had this roasted cauliflower that, I mean, how do you screw up roasted cauliflower? It was out of this world. So that was a wonderful dinner. I'm gonna have a little bit more. I gotta be honest. I won't film it, but I think I need some French fries and probably a little bit more bread and olive tapenade and that hummus. So hope you're enjoying the night with me as we wind it down on Celebrity, Reflection, and a 3-night cruise as we sit here at sea, and we are not moving. We are just floating. And it was an incredible sunset, just beautiful out there. I hope you enjoyed this time with me. I enjoyed taking you around with me. Again, this goes back to how many times down the road are there going to be different videos that become much better or worse, who knows. But as I'm just starting this will always be sentimental to me as being my first YouTube video that I did, and shooting and editing it together when I finally figure that out after I get home. But thanks for coming along with me. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Again, Celebrity Reflection was beautiful. They knocked it out of the park, food-wise, entertainment, except for the comedian last night. I'm going to keep harping on that. The rest of the stuff on board, the people, meeting people traveling, whether they be solo like myself or with their families or anniversaries or celebrating birthdays, which mine is this week coming up. It was really nice. Just a really good cruise line. It's absolutely incredible. I think they knock it out of the park in comparison to Royal Caribbean. I do miss some of my Royal things, but I'll tell you, I am so sold on Celebrity. This is Celebrity number 4 for me. I will remember this one very fondly because of the being able to do this video with you. So I'll probably have a couple more shots tonight, and then I'll do a wind down part, but thanks for coming along. Now the sing-along party. I got an elevator to myself. Going down here. Good time. Hope you're enjoying the footage on that. Gonna go longer.
Push me out to sea, baby. It's the best thing for us both. I'll be happy out there, baby. Fish below and stars above.
So one of my favorite ABBA songs right there. As I was coming around and looking at the artwork and listening to everything, I've been showing you guys much of the artwork, but on ships, it's obviously always pretty nice, beautiful. So you can see it right now. definitely tamed down. A lot of people have gone to sleep. Some of the folks that I've met on this trip have already gone to bed. And it's been a little while since I've had a glass of wine or anything else tonight, so I just grabbed a nice little nightcap glass of wine. Alright, so don't say that a celebrity ship doesn't have the fun entertainment of Royal Caribbean ship. Now, from what I understand, it's no carnival. Thank goodness. But it is still a little bit of a late night, still a little bit of fun to be had. It's a little after 11, about 11:10. And I'm going to go see if there's some music in the ensemble lounge. And I had not gone there tonight. Unfortunately, I kind of wanted to go there and see if the guitarist was still playing. I think he's probably done, but they had the guitar player today. So we will go down there. Maybe if it's some action going on, I'll take you to the back and let you see the Tuscan Grill. Sure. Ensemble Lounge. Ensemble Lounge, Michael's Club, specialty restaurants. One of the cool things about the Refection and Silhouette, and I'm sure the other sister ships, they have this cool little area. I heard the little bell because I triggered it coming in here. This is a work of art in and of itself. And there's the gong that makes me want to sit here and relax. It's a very interesting space. I noticed it last time. I didn't really spend any time here. Then I saw some folks doing videos like this. And really learned that there was a little bit more to the space than meets the eye in the artistic world here. It's very unique. It's odd. I don't really remember the one on Silhouette, what it looked like. It had a bench here, I think, instead of like this star that I'm sitting on, but it was still a pretty cool space. And obviously this takes me down to the Ensemble Lounge where the artist is done for the night. There is nothing going on there.
Thank you.
It's Michael's Club behind me. Not allowed in there. I don't think I took you all here with me on my visits to the Ensemble Lounge. I was here Friday night. I was here late, a little later last night. Kind of closing out the night with a champagne. It's another artsy kind of area. And I know I didn't come back this far because I haven't come back this far myself on the trip. Very interesting piece of art here, very similar to something I saw in St. Pete, Florida, where the depth of it looks much deeper than it is and much farther than it goes back. Video is probably not going to do it justice, but it looks like it goes way, way back. It's an effect of the mirrors, and it's actually not really that long, an art piece behind me here, which is also, when I'm walking like this, it's a buggy look to it, which is great. People who've been drinking too much, that's probably a problem. This is Cuisine, and I got Blue across from me over here. Blue is when you're in aqua class. Cuisine is a unique dining experience, and then of course there's the Tuscan Grill here. And one of the things with the Tuscan Grill, it actually looks out the aft of the ship. So some of the shots that I got out there over the last couple days, they're actually they were actually below that is where the restaurant is, because I'm down on deck 5. There's no passenger access down here to look out the aft other than if you're in the Tuscan Grill. Another very interesting piece of art on the wall behind me. And like I said just a little while ago when I was shooting earlier tonight, I didn't do a lot of the videoing of the artwork on the ship, which is amazing. And I'm sorry I didn't do that, but next time I will remember to throw some of that in there, just because some of the pieces are absolutely gorgeous. Some very obscure and weird, some you probably wouldn't care about, and maybe you don't care about any of them, but this is, part of the cruising experience which I want to share with you. So there's another spot here to go outside, and you can walk down. That's again, this promenade deck, as I keep calling it. And now all of a sudden there was nobody in this bar and ensemble, and 3 ladies came back. So must be their drinks were really good. I'm gonna tap out here though, and I'll make a final video before I leave the ship, obviously, or like I mentioned earlier, I might do when I get home before I do some editing and stuff, just to tell you about my experiences and some final thoughts on my first video. And thanks again for watching. I'm at the end of my rope, the end of my trip. I am. It is 1:23 in the morning. I think I mentioned in one of my last videos that maybe I'd film my wrap up while on board. Maybe I'd wait till I got home. I'm obviously still on the ship at 1:23 in the morning. I went to the club to listen to a little music, and it was loud and fun. Wandered around a little bit, talked to my wine guys at the Cellar Masters, which is the wine bar on board, and I didn't get the earlier nightcap I thought I was going to have, which was going to be a Buffalo Trace neat. I ended up having another glass of white wine, and then got a glass of champagne to come back to the cabin too to end this trip. It's a late night nightcap because I do have to get up and drive back to the Orlando area tomorrow. But this was a great trip. It was a lot of fun filming. I think, when you're thinking about a vlog and what you're doing and what you're trying, the audience you're trying to reach and what you're trying to do for yourself, or I know there's going to be a lot of improvements over time that I'll hopefully make. This is a lesson learned from this trip of filming and what I want to do, what I wouldn't want to do next time, that kind of thing. But one of the things was just reaching out to people and just sharing my experiences. And I've mentioned that a few times, and I think it's important that I didn't want it to be something about I was talking to some folks about what I'm doing tonight on board, and I said some of the vlogs that I love the best on YouTube are ones that I wouldn't do at that style. They'll do from, we're going to show you from deck 3 to deck whatever, front to back, and that kind of stuff. And I don't want it to be a tour, be a tour guide and that kind of thing with the ships. I will share what I see on the ships, but my preference is to really share my experiences, so you can kind of come along with me, because I found my favorite videos for folks who come on board and do this kind of stuff really is related to sharing the experience with them. And when I'm between cruising, I want to watch a video about people cruising and doing the things that I wish I was doing, or maybe, oh, I missed that, maybe I'll do that next time, and that kind of thing. And I look for the ships that I'm going to be on in the future when I look for the videos. So that's my hope here, is to share that with you, of my experiences, what I like to do, what I've done. There's going to be things that you may or may not want to do when you're on board, and I didn't point some things out. There's a lot of shows, a lot of different activities, games, trivia. I was sitting there through trivia today, just looking out the front of the ship, listening but not playing. I don't, some people love trivia on the ships. I used to play a lot more. That's not my thing these days. I'd rather just kind of wander around and get to know people and crew, and meeting the crew is one of the best things that you can do when cruising, because they're from all over the world. You're learning about their life, and how easy we have it in a lot of ways in the U.S. Compared to a lot of countries where these guys are on here working hours that we would never put in our country, and they're sending all their money home to support their families, and they love it. And a lot of them will say, I wouldn't be doing anything else. They love being on ships and stuff. It's a rough life. I know that it's hard work. But it's a wonderful crew. And again, what I just mentioned, I was talking to a couple of my buddies in the wine bar working, and it was just great to get to know them and say, hey, I'll see you guys in August. And that's fun. That's one of the greatest things about cruising, and that I enjoy. So this was a great trip. Again, this channel, this is probably going to be one of the first things because it's one of the first things I shot and one of the first trips I had. It's one of the first things that's going to be on the channel. But the channel really is going to be about is my vegan lifestyle as a triathlete and an endurance athlete, and my journey to Ironman, and how much I love this sport. How I train on board. I didn't really show you any of that this time, but I did some training. It's early season, so I'm not really worried about, I didn't have to kill it out there on this trip. I wanted to swim today because Bimini had the bad weather. Did not get out there and get an ocean swim in, which would have been great. But those are things that, I'll be able to show you down the road of what I do in that world, and just sharing my journey, because it is unique in many ways. And I think I have a unique voice for it, that to be able to speak to it. Some of the folks I've met that do vlogs and stuff on the ship said, you really kind of live an interesting life. You're a vegan triathlete and you cruise a lot. And it's a unique point of view, unique lifestyle. And I want to share that. And it's fun. And I'll show you probably some of the things at home. And when I train and everything like that, and how I train at home, and I'm going to take you out on some of the bike rides I have, those kind of things. But as the channel develops, it'll find its place, and it's really a lot for me, and in my own mental well-being of sharing these things, and it makes kind of the journey in life more fun and exciting to share videos, and maybe somebody gets something from my lifestyle and learns, or has questions. Obviously with the YouTube world, you're going to be able to put questions and comments in and everything, and I'll be one of those people, the best I can, to answer questions, answer thoughts about anything from the vegan world to the triathlete world to the cruising world. So thank you for coming on this first journey. I really I'm glad that anybody who sees this does. I hope you just enjoy it. And I hope you enjoyed coming along for the ride, so to speak, and not on the bike ride this time, but on the cruise ride. And we'll have a lot of fun down the road, and I think I'll probably get better at this, and I appreciate it. Again, thank you, and look forward to cruising with you, or biking with you, or swimming with you, or any of that again soon. Take care.